In your opinion, Joe, why is home ownership becoming less of a reality for our younger generations?
Well, I mean, let's look at it a little bit historically. I mean, especially we're talking in the black community, right? I mean, we've been systematically shut out from home ownership for generations. I mean, it's a real thing. It's discrimination, it's predatory lending. I just told you, I picked up in it in my early 20s. I was definitely a victim of predatory lending, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. So as a result, I mean, many young black people who, and in this stage, in this generation, are really wealth builders. I mean, they're like the first generation of wealth builders versus the generation before them where they're just trying to survive, right? You weren't buying a home to, build wealth. You were buying a home to survive and to have status and to be seen as an equal. So without that, that family owned property to fall back on, this generation is somewhat falling behind. So I just think that after being historically denied for a generation, and now they're catching on. Like, okay, now we have to, saying build this wealth. It's just a little more difficult to start off from nothing versus people who have the opportunities right in front of them. Like you grew up in situations where wealth is being passed down generationally, and
Hmm.
you can slide into certain situations, and we just don't have a lot of that in our community, as you know.
Right. And we're always the last ones to be able to get a leg up anywhere if we ever do at all. How about you, Marlo? Why do you think that home ownership is becoming less of a reality for the younger generations?
Well, I think a lot of people look at their parents' experiences and are trying to figure out how they can improve upon them, right? I think a lot of young people want to have experiences that they didn't have because many times you got to pay that mortgage, you got to pay those bills. You don't have a lot of money left over for vacation and fun, especially traveling abroad. I think that if we look at the number of young people that are traveling abroad, it probably supersedes anything that we've had in previous generations, right? Where young people are going to Europe and traveling to Africa and just Australia. They're going wherever their passport can take them, right? And so I think that they're choosing experience over being kind of tethered to this piece of property. Yes, it is an investment. Yes, it is generational wealth. But when you're young and you're thinking about right now. You're not thinking about generational wealth most of the time. You're not thinking about passing on assets. You're not thinking about dying. So if as we older people are talking about build generational wealth and send something to my children and leave a legacy behind, they just want to have a good time. And that's what a lot of them are investing their money in.
And I'm seeing that more and more. I am actually seeing our title, Why is 56 the New Age? I'm actually seeing this in my business. Most of the kids that are, I call them kids because I'm 55, but they're coming out of college. They're already in debt. They can barely afford the rents because of the affordability of homes and even the affordability of actual rents. And I'm going to give you an example. Even HUD homes, which are considered homes that are affordable to get in, are still pretty high. So before we went live, I went to see what was the lowest price HUD home in California. It's $581,000.